bags where horror lies.
Yo, what's going on, body bags? One of my last reviews I did for this channel was Bordello of Blood, the Tales from the Crypt movie, and so I figured I'd do the first one, Demon Knight on Blu-ray, because I've been on a huge Tales from the Crypt kick recently. I've been rewatching all the seasons, and I'll be doing reviews for the seasons on my personal channel, Corey's Crypt. But I figured I'll do the first movie on body bags since I did the Bordello of Blood already. But as I said on the Bordello of Blood video, I actually really enjoyed Bordello of Blood a lot more than Demon Knight. Demon Knight was just kind of... I'll just start off with a little short summary first before I get into the rating. But basically, William Sadler, he has a key that Billy Zane, known as the Collector, wants to get in order to basically destroy the human race, whatever. But basically, William Sadler ends up in this like brothel pretty much thing. It's kind of like a bar, brothel, whatever. But he ends up trapped in this bar overnight, pretty much. And Billy Zane ends up finding out they're there, and basically they have to survive the night or whatever in this place while Billy Zane ends up summoning all these demon things from the ground and all that. I'll get into effects in a minute, but that's basically it. And it's a pretty simple plot. It's this is more like the Tales from the Crypt first two seasons. It has a lot more, it's still goofy, but it has a more serious, more horror serious tone. That was more, this would go in more with the first and second season. But you know, this had a really decent cast at the time. It had Jada Pinkett before she met Will Smith. This was like in her Menace to Society days, because what did this come out? 95. So yeah, I think what, a year or two before was Menace to Society. But basically she was okay. I was never a huge Jada Pinkett Smith fan. I mean, I think she was hot, but that's about it. I don't really enjoy her that much except Menace to Society. And then it had God, I can't remember the guy, Thomas Hayden Church from Sideways and stuff like that. He was pretty entertaining in it. You know, I think that H.H. Pounder is her name. Yeah, CCH Pounder. She was pretty entertaining. She had some good one-liners and stuff. But the real draw here, like the real actor that stands out the most, is Billy Zane for sure. I mean, William Sadler's awesome. I love him in everything he's been in for sure. But Billy Zane was a big standout. Like, I haven't seen a whole lot with him in it, but this actually made me want to seek out some stuff he was in. But yeah, the effects of this movie are awesome. You know, they're better than the show, I think. There's just really good effects. The demons look awesome. The green and everything, their blood and all that stuff is awesome, which huge ups on the whoever did the effects for that. And then oddly enough, this was directed by Ernest Dickerson, who started off with Juice, the Tupac movie in the 90s, which is actually one of the best hood movies ever. But and then he went into horror. He did a lot of horror, but he did one of my favorite episodes of Masters of Horror, the V Word. If you haven't seen that, definitely check it out. But yeah, that's basically it with this. The transfer to this movie is amazing. You know, I give it a 4 out of 5. I mean, it could have been a little better, but definitely way better than the DVD looks. I'm definitely pleased with Tales from the Crypt transfer of this. A lot of special features, audio commentary with the director, audio commentary with special effects creator and the effects supervisor, and the making of Demon Knight, Under Siege, which is a little featuring interviews with director and producer Ariel Katz. He did the show too. Billy Zane, William Sadler, all that. Panel discussion, still gallery, and a theatrical trailer. So it is pretty much loaded. It has a lot of stuff on it. I did watch the documentary. It was a decent length. I actually really enjoyed it. I mean, like I said, Tales from the Crypt was one of my favorite shows. So this and Bordello of Blood were day one purchases for me. I had to get the slipcovers for them and stuff. I love these movies. Highly rewatchable. Oddly enough, I don't really have any interest in Ritual. I'm not gonna. I just really don't have that much interest in it. The story didn't seem that good to me and stuff and all that. So I'll probably just, if I saw it dirt cheap for like $1 or $2, I'd pick it up. But yeah, this and Bordello of Blood are must-owns for, I think, any horror collection. And especially if you don't have the TV show, definitely pick up the TV show. You know, I give this one like a 6.5, nah, 7 out of 10. It was definitely above average, but not as good as Bordello of Blood. And but this is definitely a fun time, so I definitely give this the highest recommendation, even though it's only a 7. It's still beautiful, you know what I mean? But anyways, guys, see you next week. Peace.